Romacio, the California kid. Listen, this is a huge story for all of you. All of you all around the world, no matter where you're at, you got to stop and hear this. You got to stop and hear this right now. First of all, how you doing? Second of all, how are you feeling? For goodness sakes, we all know when we feel good, we flat out do good. Hey, listen, this is a story really quickly about my life. I want to tell you really quickly just what happened to me just some years ago. You ready? You got to see this. It's absolutely amazing. So check it out. Literally, I got started 10 years ago in network marketing, and I want to show you something. This was the house that I was living in. I want to show it to you. This is my house that I built. I no longer own this house anymore. I sold this house several years back, but this was one of my dream homes. You know, I always talk to you guys about in life, you don't get what you want, you get what you picture. Well, let me tell you what I had always pictured. I love water. So I told myself when I start making some money, and I didn't build this house with network marketing money. This is when I was in mortgage and real estate, and I was a real estate broker, okay? But I was doing really well at a very young age, and I built this house right here, exactly the way you see it, this color, the marble stone. Literally, I love water. There's 8 waterfalls in the house. I had all of these palm trees craned in. All of these palm trees that you can see here, these were all craned in. We got a car coming by. Facebook Live, baby. You gotta love it. So all of these palm trees, as I said, I had all of these craned in. They go around the entire house, okay? I had the Cheesecake Factory. If you notice the color of it, if you ever been to the Cheesecake Factory, I had those guys that painted the Cheesecake Factory. That's who came and painted my home, Imperfect Smooth. Literally waterfalls everywhere. 8 waterfalls in the house. Matter of fact, I don't own it anymore, so I can't walk over there. But literally, there's a natural stone bridge. Here, we can come a little closer. I'll show you. There's a natural stone bridge that you literally walk over, and it takes you to the front door. And if you look right here, you'll see another. Just come this way. You can see. You'll see another waterfall. It's really, really cool. And there's another waterfall there that's really cool. There's another waterfall inside the gate. I mean, I'm telling you guys, literally heated floors in the house. I mean, you name it. I always tell people that you don't get what you want, you get what you picture. Okay? You get what you picture. Well, this is what I pictured at that time. Now, here's where the story gets really, really good. All right? So check me out. So literally, it's 10 years ago. I'm living in this house. I get started in network marketing. Why? Real estate started to go through a major, major crazy time in real estate. Literally, things were starting to really implode in real estate. And literally, I get started in network marketing. I chose the right mentor. I made $55,000 my very first 45 days, part-time in network marketing, while I still was involved in mortgage and real estate. Long story short, at the end of my first full year of network marketing, I only worked 4 months of the year in network marketing. I worked 4 months in my network marketing business. And at the end of that year, I made about $150,000 my very first year in network marketing. So don't let anybody tell you you can't have quick success in this profession. You can. If you're mentally mature, hard work, good coach, you can do it, okay? But here's where the story takes a turn. At the end of 12 months, I was trying to save. I was still living in this house right here. And I was trying to really save my lifestyle. My lifestyle was very expensive. I had 2 mortgage and real estate offices at that time. And I was losing employees. I mean, things were going down. And here it was, I was making $150,000 in a year in network marketing. And I was really losing money in the mortgage and real estate business. My income was declining, but my expenses were still there. So long story short, I'm in this house, and I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I remember getting a phone call from my previous mentor, Mr. Holton Buggs, in network marketing. And he said to me, Romacio, what's the best investment that you've ever made? And I said, real estate. And he said, you're a lie. You're a liar. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, remember that $1,200 you spent a year ago to join the network marketing company? I said, yeah, I remember. He said, did you receive your 1099 in the mail? Have you seen that you've made over $150,000 in your first year? I said, okay, I stand corrected. You're right. That is the best investment that I've ever made. I said, Holton, I got to ask you a question. Right now, real estate I'm going through an interesting time in real estate. Things are changing. Banks are closing. Things are just going crazy in real estate at the time. And I said, listen, what would I have to do to really, really take this network marketing thing serious and go from $100,000 in a year to over $1 million in a year? What would I have to do to really, really just kill this network marketing thing? He said, Romacio, well, if you come back to the network marketing thing, and if you really put hard work, dedication, bust your butt like you were doing, you saw what 4 months did for you. You worked 4 months and you made $150,000. Could you imagine if you stayed focused and worked a full 12 months? He says, if you do that, I really believe you got a huge chance to make over $1 million plus. I remember thinking about that for literally 2 weeks. I was in this house. I was thinking about it for 2 weeks. I'll never forget my house payment back then, $5,500. $5,500. This house right here. I built this house. House cost me $1.2 million to build. Okay. Nice big pool in the backyard. It's a swim up bar. A swim up. There's a swim up bar. In other words, it's a huge tiki hut with like all the, looks like you're in the tropical islands. You can tell I love water. That's why the house is tropical. And you swim up to the bar. And as you're sitting on the bar stools inside the pool, there's a waterfall like just coming down behind you, hitting your back and all this stuff, right? So cool. I mean, just imagine sitting there in the pool, your hands on the what do you call it, the counter, and just the water from the waterfall just hitting you. And then on top of that, while you're sitting there and your backside's getting wet, you're looking at a huge 50-inch flat screen drop-down TV, and you're sitting there at the bar just ordering whatever you want. I mean, it's crazy. Speakers in the pool. So in other words, when you're in the pool and you're swimming, literally you got speakers underneath the water. Crazy, right? We talk about you get what you picture. Also, there's lights in the pool, all these different colors and all this stuff. I'm telling you, the jacuzzi, it fits 15 people. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, I went crazy, okay? Anyway, back to the point. So anyway, I'm sitting in this house, and my mortgage payment is $5,500. Plus, I have other expenses and all this other stuff. And my mentor, who's a multimillionaire, Mr. Bugs back then, my previous mentor, he tells me, man, if you really take this network marketing thing serious, he says, listen, I really know you'll get to $1 million a year plus. And I'll never forget, it took me 2 weeks, and I prayed about it. Because it was a huge decision. I had been in mortgage and real estate at that time for literally about 12 years. I used to be broke, right? And mortgage and real estate is the first opportunity I had where I started to make crazy money, millions of dollars, right? And so here he's telling me, if you take this network marketing thing serious, you can really explode. I want you to follow me, Facebook. I'm living here, $5,500 a month. The real estate business is starting to really go down. I made a little bit of money, $150,000 in a year. Well, you can tell making $150,000 a year doesn't cover this lifestyle. That's nowhere near enough. And the coach tells me, you can do it. With hard work, dedication, you could do it in network marketing. You can get back to $1 million a year. After 2 weeks of praying about it, I called the real estate agent and I said, listen, I'm going to sell my house. I'm going to sell my house. I remember I was crying. I was sad. I remember packing my boxes in this house, packing my stuff. And my mother was there with me. I don't know where my dad was, but my mom, she was there with me. And I was packing up stuff. And I just said, Mom, I'm done. I said, I'm done. Because I knew when I moved from here, I was going to have to move to a smaller home. I couldn't afford, I hope you hear me, I couldn't afford to live here anymore. Because I decided to follow my heart and go after this network marketing thing. Why? Because I would be able to help more people. It would give my life a greater sense of purpose. The only thing I didn't know was how much money I was going to make in network marketing. I knew I wanted to help a lot of people, and I knew they told me, and I saw people making millions, but I wasn't quite sure if I could do it. I knew I could be successful, but I didn't know how successful. But I wanted to live like this again, or bigger than this. And listen to this. Listen to good old mama. I'm packing my boxes, and my mother heard me say, Mom, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. And she grabbed me by the arm, and she said, look at me. She said, boy, you are not done. In fact, the best is yet to come. What you're going to do is going to be far bigger than anything you've ever done. I had tears in my eyes. I didn't know what to think, but I trust my mom. I trust her. And when she told me that, I never forgot that. And here's the purpose of this story. I don't live here anymore, but let me share something with you. I joined World Global Network December 1st of 2016 is when I launched the company. And now, in 1 year later, with hard work and dedication and God's grace and mercy, I'm in a position that I could buy this house 5 times over if I want to. Don't tell me God won't do it. If he'll do it for one, he'll do it for another. The message that I want everyone to hear is I chose to believe in my dream. I downsized my lifestyle, much smaller than this, to where I live now. I live in a 1,700 square foot home now. It's beautiful, nice area, but it's not this house here, almost 6,000 square feet. But you know what? I followed my dream of going out there, helping and serving other people. And in just 1 year, I'm in a position, if I wanted to, I could knock on the door and make an all cash offer. Boom! Don't tell me network marketing is not where it's at. Hey, did they hear me? They hear me? I said all cash. All cash. Right now. I'm just playing, guys. Anyway, this is a story about believing. Never stop believing in your dream. It's supposed to be hard. It's not going to be easy, but choose your hard. Working 40 years, 40 hours a week to retire on 40%, nah, I'll pass. Listen, if you got an entrepreneurial bone in your body, you've got to connect with the right person, me or someone like me, that can really, really break down this profession for you to get you to understand this is a real viable business. And I can tell you right now, guys, I'm so excited that we've launched Project 75. Over the next 12 months, it's not about me. It's all about you. Listen, Project 75 is all about you. It's all about you. We're going to help 75 people earn over $10,000 a week in the next 12 months. Now, you can challenge me if you want to. You can doubt me if you want to. I'm used to people doubting me. But every time they doubt me, I always come back and smack them in the mouth. So with that, I'm going to smack them with love. We're going to help 75 people. 75. We're going to help 75 people make 10 grand a week. Wow. This is an amazing story. Let me ask you a question. If this was the house back then, now say with me, Facebook. If this was the house, let's take a look at this thing. If this was the house back then, when I was self-consumed, it was all about me making money in mortgage and real estate. I was providing a good service to people, and I was making money. I want you to imagine what it's going to look like when you choose to live a life of servitude, when you choose to live a life of contribution, where you're out there contributing to other people over the next 12 months, 75 of them, helping them change their financial situation, making 10 grand a week, each one of them. Imagine what it's going to look like then. See, Facebook, I understand you're laughing at me. That's cool. But imagine what it's going to look like then. All cash. I got to go. See y'all later.
Practicality dictates that everyone's results will vary, as we are all unique and different. Basically, it takes hard work to make a substantial income in this business. Some people will make no money at all. The earnings of a World Global Network partner will be 100% dependent upon their skills, work effort, commitment, leadership capabilities, and also market conditions. Common sense would suggest that in most opportunities, one would find exceptional individuals performing well above average, while others perform under the average. World Global Network does not guarantee any level of income or your success. The average participant in World Global Network earns less than $500 per year. This does not account for any business expenses that one might incur while building the business. To see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at www.worldgn.com.